What's good, YouTube? This is your girl Muna, and we are back with another banger. So I came across this video, and I was like, I definitely got to do this one. But I'm not going to talk. We're gonna get straight into it. Um, Before we get into the video, I am off work tomorrow, so I'm definitely gonna be dropping more bangers. Let's get right into it.
Beautiful. How are you?
I'm good.
I
I
love the
wasn't
color of your
expecting that.
hair. The color of your hair fits your complexion.
Ash, when we gonna stop lying? When are we gonna stop lying? Honestly, she looked like Ricky Smiley. Y'all know when Ricky Smiley played on that movie Friday, when he was a crackhead and he was like robbing people houses. She looked like Ricky Smiley. I'm not gonna hold you.
Perfectly.
So it was a trend on TikTok that I saw to like match your hair to your skin or try.
Yes.
So that's what I
It's
tried to do.
beautiful on you. Yes. That's like your hair color. Keep that going.
Thank you. I was
Mhm.
telling my boyfriend it's like a black girl blonde. That's what they said.
Yes. What's going on?
Oh, I can see the comments.
That's brown. What are you talking about, black girl blonde? That's literally brown. And them glasses is not it. I don't know if she wore them glasses because she trying to match Ashley Fly, but them glasses ain't it.
I'm just nervous. I've never been on a live stream. My question is, uh, so this is like very public, but I guess I don't care. I get successful men, I date successful men, and I was just like wondering, someone provides everything for you.
Mhm.
How do you like ask them for an allowance, access to the money, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
You want the money in your account. I don't know if that's a good question, like if that's like a proper question.
No,
Um,
go ahead. Say your just ask your question, my love. Just ask
okay.
it. We'll go from there.
So I'm just wondering like how to ask. Um,
I think she lying. She said she dates successful men. I don't necessarily think she date broke men, but do they be highly successful? I don't agree. I don't think so. I don't think so.
like
How to get an allowance is what I'm hearing.
how do
How
you
to get an
explain
allowance.
it to a man? How do you explain it to a man who like thinks it's like paying you?
I need you to just get settled so I can talk to you. Like, yes, that's perfect. So what I'm hearing, Eliza, is you date a lot of, you not only date, but you attract a lot of successful men. I'm assuming high value men, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're in a relationship with a high value man right now, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
has the money, but it sounds like he's not generous. He may be rich, but not generous. Is that
He's
what you're asking?
in certain ways.
Mhm.
So
You
it's
have to talk to me and not read the comments.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah. It's not going to work if you read the comments. Yeah.
Okay,
Tell me she don't look like Ricky Smiley.
he's generous in his own way, like with gifts. He doesn't really understand the idea of an allowance. I try to explain it to him, like just like teach him, explain that it's not like a horrible thing. And I'm wondering, like, what is a better way to like explain it to put it into his perspective? That hey, you buy me everything.
Hmm.
You want to talk?
Go ahead.
You buy me everything. You take care of everything for me as far as like my bills and whatnot. But I also want to like. I was trying to explain it to him because like I quit my job to be because he didn't like that I worked, and I was like, so what if I like worked and I didn't have all this time. So I was just wondering a better way to put it.
So when you told him and he said he didn't want you to work, I would assume the conversation, the very next thing would have been, all right, babe, I want you to quit your job. And every week, since you have to leave your job, I'm going to give you a certain amount of money to make up for what.
Number one, I think she lying. What? Let's just say the case was that the guy, whoever her sugar daddy is, told her to leave the job. I feel like I'm not leaving my job off the basis of no man. I don't care if you're a sugar daddy, a sugar baby. I don't care what you are. I'm not leaving my stable income where I know that this job is paying my bills. This job is keeping the roof over my head. This job is putting food in my mouth. Just because a man tell me he want me to spend more time with him, well, you just gonna have to work with my schedule. Two bags is better than one. So I feel like, why not keep your job and collect the bag too? Ain't no man putting me on my back, putting me in a vulnerable position just because he want me to spend time with him. And then on a that's number one. And then number two, I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like she lying. He wants you to not work and do what? Because ain't nobody traveling that much. I'm sure he got things he got to attend to. So he wants you to sit around and do what? And on top of that, as women, we just don't need to be putting ourselves in vulnerable positions based off what a man wants. You're centering yourself around his life, right? If he had respect for you, he would push you to do more than just work. Oh, let me help you start a business. Let me send you back to school. I want you to be the best version of yourself. Why is he telling you to, backtrack on your life instead of pushing you to do more? So that's number one. You was stupid, Ricky Smiley. You was stupid for quitting your job. And genuinely, genuinely, you just didn't move right off of that, because you was supposed to secure the bag first. If he threw the idea like, oh, I think you should quit your job, how much are you gonna say, how much are you giving me an allowance every week? On top of that, I need something up front. I need something up front before this. You get what I'm saying? It has to be a hefty bag. I'm not just quitting my job off no pennies, off no, you get what I'm saying? Off no little chump change. This is your livelihood we're talking about.
What you're not making.
I
And
did say that.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Something else that comes to mind, Eliza, is you said you've dated successful men in the past, correct?
Yeah.
So
Lies.
then that would tell me that you know how to play the game. You know how to ask for money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He gives me money. It's just I wanted a certain amount, like a like more substantial amount, I guess. But I just wanted more.
And how did you ask the men in the past, the success?
He gives you money, but you just want it more. He probably, being that you work, you probably take care of your own bills, and he probably just throws some money in your pocket. It's always better when you're working. The way psychology work, when you're doing for yourself, people tend to give you more. The moment you decide to quit, do something like quit your job, people gonna look at you. He's gonna look at you as a liability. Because I know I would. You don't have a job, you don't have nothing. Even if as a man, even with him saying that, I feel like motherfuckers just be talking. Because a real man would have dropped the bag on you to show you, like, listen, I'll give you this much. You quit your job, and it has to be a cause more than, it has to be a reason more than, oh, you want to spend time with me, because nobody is that available. We all got things we got to do. Even if you're self-employed, even if you got your own business, we all got things we got to do. You're not going to be around that man 24/7. Right now, it look like you home somewhere. You're not around him 24/7. So even if he would have been like, you quit your job and I need you to start a business, I'm going to give you the bread to start a business. He didn't even say that. He said, quit your job, and you went and quit your job and didn't have no backup. You didn't even talk to him about how much the allowance was going to be, how much he was going to give you. Just automatically up and quit your job. Use the airhead for that. He's going to need to write you a check to take care of your bills and stuff. I don't see that
women in
happening.
the past that you were with? How did you get them to
My
get the
ex,
amount that you
my
wanted?
ex, he kind of just did it without asking.
It's just giving a bunch of I don't believe you, sissy pop, Ricky. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. He kind of just did it. Okay, if your last ex just threw you the bag, you don't have no experience with working your set. Meaning you don't have no experience with swindling guys. You don't have no communication skills when it comes to the psychology of how you catch that bag. Like, it's really, you get what I'm saying? That avenue is really a thing. When you're something like a sugar baby and you're dealing with sugar daddies, you really gotta master the psychology of getting the men's pockets. And I don't think you got any skill to that degree. I don't think her skills is up there. If your ex threw you the bag, he just gave it to you. You never had to work your set to get any money from him. So you don't know. That's why you're Ashley right now asking her, how would she go about asking that?
Okay. And that was the amount you wanted.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, yeah, to me, I didn't even expect that much.
Why are you nervous? I want to say, to just ask him, like, flat out, like, hey babe, I'm not working. I want,
I
5,000 a week,
I have, and he's literally like, that sounds like I'm paying you to be my girlfriend.
Well, then it would have been a talk, because why would you tell me to leave my job knowing that I'm not gonna have no income to come in? But my thing, it goes back to you. You're stupid for even leaving your job before having that talk with him. I would have had the talk. Motherfuckers will tell you anything to get control, to see how dumb you are. Men like to test women. I keep saying that. They like to test you to see how vulnerable, how gullible, how naive you are. And you fell for the bait. Oh, if I wanted to, tell her to do this, let me see if she would do that. Just cause. It's not even the fact that he really wanted you to quit your job for any real purpose. He just told you that to test you. And you fell for the bait. Now you sitting there jobless, wondering how you gonna pay your bills.
That's literally what he said.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you're at that level of understanding it, then how do I explain it?
It sounds like he already made up his mind. I mean, if I'm from the outside looking in, it sounds like, well, I'm not paying you to be my girlfriend.
Listen, actual sugar daddies, they throw the actual sugar daddies, they throw the bread. They waste no time. Bread is abundant. They're not thinking about, oh, first of all, sugar daddies be having other things going on. They be having other sugar babies. They be married half the time. You get what I'm saying? They be having other things going on. And they really don't be trying to tie you down like that. Not saying all of them, but most of them. They do not be trying to tie you down like that. You're a at my convenience type of girl. Like, when I'm free and I want to chill with you, I want to hang with you, they hit you up and you just got to be available, right? So you fell for the bait and you look stupid right now. Jobless, looking for a man to pay your bills. You could have been catching the bag. You could have been stacking whatever he was giving you and working your job at the same time. That's what I'm saying. These chicks fall for the bait at all costs. Now, if he would have, before you quit your job, if he would have told you this, like, yeah, that's not what a boyfriend does. He just running you game. He'd have no intentions on paying your bills. None of that. You lost out on the job. Why? Because somebody told you that you should quit to spend more time. Time is money. Now you sitting there in a big t-shirt looking like Ricky Smiley with your face on the floor because you fell for the bait. When we gonna start leveling up and really getting it? We gotta get it. We not falling for the bait, the words, the okey doke. We gotta stop falling for it.
And even if I do have it, I'm not giving it to you. That's what that sounds like in a very nice way.
Yeah, and to me, I mean, I tell him like that's like a deal breaker, you know? Like, I mean, that's a huge deal breaker. I tell him like this concept of like, so my grandma told me that if someone gives you, if a man gives you 100 and he has 100, and if a man gives you 100 and he has 100,000, you go with the man that gave you 100 and he had 100 because he gave you his all. And I was telling him that word for word, and he just didn't get it. Like, I guess he just, you know, some people aren't like meant to be.
Girl, what are you talking about? The men that do have money, they don't give a rat about none of that. If they like you enough, they're throwing the bag. He told you where you stand at. He just told you where you stand at. He's not feeling you like that. And he swindled you and told you what he wanted to tell you in that time. Like, we got to be smarter than that. So if it's a deal breaker for you, who's losing? That's my question to you. If it's a deal breaker to you, who is losing in the situation? He could go and live his life and go get another sugar baby. You're losing. Now you're jobless, looking for another job. So what are you talking about your grandma said? And I'm not telling no guy my game. I'm not telling no man how I work my set on getting a bag from his pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your grandma told you that, that's what your grandma told you. That'd just be a check off list on how I level up and catch the bag from sugar daddies. I'm not telling no sugar daddy the game on, oh, this is what my grandma told me. What do you want him to say about that? Like, what do you want him to say? Oh, let me listen to your grandma and bye. Like, the thought process of a lot of these females be astounded. I promise you.
But my question to you is, when you quit your job, did you ask him, babe, what are you going to give me since you don't want me to work? And since this is something you want me to do, before I quit, can I get X, Y, Z amount?
Mom, can you come pick me up? I'm scared. I can't do this anymore. It's so stressful. Hey, sounds like you need some help.
Yeah, I said something along the lines of that, and
Look at Ricky Smiley lying. I ain't said something along the line. No, you did not. You did not. You would have had your answer. He would have told you that, and you would have said, oh, that's a deal breaker. You would still be clocking into your job.
I didn't say XYZ amount, but I was like, so I'm quitting my job. Like, what else are we going to do? Because I had a goal. I got my job for a goal to raise money for something.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, so are you going to like, and he's like, I'll just get you that.
Mm-hmm.
He did, but you know,
You had a goal at your job to get money to buy something. So you're saying the only reason you worked was because you had a goal to buy something and he just came out of pocket and dropped that to you? So you don't need a job. You don't need a job. If you had to get a job to buy your item, if I had to get a job to buy your bag, that means I don't just need a job for that bag. I need a job in general. If I had to get a job to buy something, I need a job in general. Because why are you jobless? If you need a job to buy, that's the reason we all work. We work to buy things that we need. So you telling me you only got that job to get that one thing? And like I said, it sounds good because it's convenient for him. However much he dropping on you, he paying your bills, he buying you the little items, that's good for him where y'all at now. But when he said the whole leave your job to spend more time with me, you honestly went and left your job, I know he probably laughing like, yo, this chick is tripping. He's not throwing you that type of bread.
now what?
Are you asking Ashley or what? What are you asking Ashley?
I feel like, do I like trick him? Like, I don't want to like.
Girl, that's not true. Because that would have been game on automatically. That's not true. You can't. when it comes to being in a game of like sugar daddies and stuff like that, you already got a mindset. You're already going in, you with your swindle already on go. You're not thinking, oh, I'm gonna wait till and act and do this and ask him. You looking at him as a boyfriend. Is that your sugar daddy or is it a boyfriend? Like, what is it? It's two different things. Because a sugar daddy, you already know you got to work your set with that. And for you to be asking Ashley, should you trick him? You're already losing. He tricked you. Wait, you can't make this up. He tricked you. He said, "Quit your job because I need to spend more time with you." And you quit your job. So he tricked you. You trying to come up off of him, and he tricked you. Just hold it. Hold your L. Hold it.
I could just, you know, do it in other ways, just like be like, hey, my hair cost this much, but it really cost this much. I don't want to do that. I just was hoping that he would be the kind of man who understands that. Like, hey, like, you quit your job. Let me deposit this into your account.
What do you mean a man that understands that? You want him to just understand it. He threw that out there and you just want him to understand it. When you said you had to talk with him, you should have that should have been the first thing. You should have yelled that in his face. I need this amount of money in order to quit my job. How the hell do you move backwards and quit your job first and then ask him about the amount that you want? And you still didn't tell him the amount that you want. So I touch base on that. Okay, you still got played like Boo Boo the Fool. You touch base and he ran you to, oh, boyfriends don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I thought you guys would have had that conversation before you quit your job to kind of establish that. So then you're not like going into it like, oh, well, I thought it was going to be this way. And now you're telling me it's this way. And as a young woman, I still think it's important for you to still have some type of income coming in, just in case he decides he doesn't want to do this anymore.
That's my deal. Is like, I want to have some type of income, like, because that was the case with my ex. It's like he didn't leave me like with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just I don't know. He's so negative about it.
Girl, Ricky, lift your head up. You taking a loss, boo. You got to take this loss. I'm sorry. He's not your ex. And like I said, why ain't you with your ex? If he was dropping the bag that heavy, why you not still with him? Actually, why you didn't ask for that? If your ex was dropping the bag that heavy, why aren't you still with him? Why aren't you still with him? And it's not given. So I'm gonna tell him that my wig costs this much, but it's really this much. That's not a swindle. That's not a swindle. You gotta come better. It's 2025. You sound tired. You look like a tired old man. Like, girl, it's not given. It's not given at no cost. It's not given. Like Ashley said, you should still have income coming in. And you talking about that was the income. Clearly it wasn't. Like I said, the psychological standpoint with people, when you are doing for yourself, people tend to give you. And when you are not, people tend to think of you as a liability. They start looking at you a different way. Like you like, you get what I'm saying? They got to take care of you. And honestly, he just ran you to okie doke. You just got to take that for what it is.
So that was my question, really.
How old are you, Eliza? How old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay.
Once again, what's in the water? What is in the water? I don't believe you. 22? She looks like she looks like my grandfather. I don't believe it. I'm gonna need to see proof. I don't believe that she's 22.
It's still pretty young. So
Mm-hmm.
I think they're still learning to do. But if I could tell you anything,
Hey,
I
like,
would.
I have a question, another question, if that's okay.
Go for
Um,
it.
so, do you think that having kids with a wealthy man, just to have them, just to get it out of the way, is like a bad thing because they're really wealthy, or should you just wait because they're not the right person, you feel? Because like I feel like the most important part of having a child is,
Mhm,
for me, the financial of the father. So
mhm.
if I find a person who's very financially capable but not great, but the most financially capable that I found that's serious, is that
Mhm.
like,
Well, you know,
She just the airhead. So you telling me you just gonna find any wealthy man, have their baby, and think that he's gonna want to be with you? What is going on here? What is going on here? So you just gonna have a baby based off of him being wealthy? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I keep preaching the same thing about women, leveling up, doing what they got to do for themselves. You left your job. Why don't you level up yourself? Why are you waiting for a man to look for a wealthy man to take care of you if you decide to have his child? Why don't you say to yourself, like, listen, I'm gonna go to school. You get what I'm saying? Start me a business. I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, so I could be financially stable enough to have a baby. And when I do attract the right man, I know he'll be at my level. He'll be financially stable too, and we'll have a baby together. You're losing out here bad. You're out here. You're looking bad right now. What are you talking about? It's nothing but air up there in that five head. It's nothing but air up there. She wants a man, a rich man. She want to get a rich man, have his baby, so he can still take you to court and get rights to that baby. He's financially stable. He's rich. He can just take his child and get a nanny. The nanny could go off and he'll have the nanny raising the child or whatever, so have you. There's abundant of things he can do if you was to get pregnant by him. You playing a real wacky game with that. That's all he got to do. Like, if you have a baby by him and he don't want you, because at that level, you're playing with men you're playing with a man that got money. All types of things could go down. I wouldn't take that risk. And you're playing with a child's life at the end of the day, because you're not having that child out of you being in love and really both of y'all just wanting to have a child. You're setting him up. Like, oh, I'm gonna get pregnant by him and he gonna pay me child support, or he gonna take care of me and the baby. Not you. Not you.
what? I can't tell you what you should do with your life, right? I don't want to ever tell someone what to do with their life. But from the outside looking in, it can go both ways, Eliza. We've seen girls on the internet who was married. For example, I don't know Chanel and DJ Mustard's full situation, but I know she's in court battling right now for child support with
mhm.
someone she was married to for 11 years, who she was with before the fame, before he had money. And now he has moved his new girlfriend into the house they built together after holding him down for 11.
You see how she turns her head while Ashley was saying that? Ricky Smiley turned his head while she was saying what she was saying. She don't care, Ashley. Ricky Smiley, she want a baby, she want that bag, and she want it without having to work hard for it. What make you better than any of us? Why? What make you better than any of us? What are you doing? Because we know it's not the looks. We know it's not the looks department. So what are you doing where you deserve a man, a rich man, his baby, him taking care of you? You deserve that fairy tale life mode. When most of the women out there, they want the same thing, but is they relying on that? No. I'm sure if you want the ideal, as a woman, you want the ideal situation to be that. To me, at this point in life, in 2025, that's fantasy thinking. And the way I think become it yourself and do it yourself. That means if you want a rich man, you want to have his baby, you can do the same thing. Become that. Become rich, and then go find vet somebody and have a baby. And have a baby with them the right way. You should not have to swindle nobody into a baby. A baby is a big deal. How many celebrities, like Ashley is giving her one example, but how many celebrities got situations where some females try to do the same thing. They just got in it, tried to have his baby, tried to trap him just because he had money, he was rich, and now they're going through court situations. And then the man, he'll probably disown. You got sometimes the man wealthy, he'll just pay her a certain amount and he'll disown the child and go off with another woman and create another baby, a woman that he actually want to be with, and create a baby and give time to that baby and raise it, as a family. And then you got the child that you created with the guy, they're fatherless. But all that mattered to you was the bag. So that's selfish to bring a child in this world just for money.
Years. I could be wrong about the story or how I'm telling it, but sometimes it doesn't always go the way that you think it will go.
Did you see the whole Cindy and Pumpkin situation?
Yes. Yeah. And you saw how that turned out. You saw how that turned out as well.
So let's pause the video and I want to show you who Cindy and Pumpkin is, who Eliza was talking about. This is Cindy, who was with a very wealthy older man, and she inspired a lot of young women to want to live a lavish lifestyle.
Hey, tonight we're going on a date night, so we're going to do an outfit of the night. So my dress is from Bella Barnett, shoes are red bottom, my bag is from Shein, Chanel earrings, perfume is this Tom Ford Bitter Peach, and this Lancome Beetle.
I got all my favorite Christian boots, of course, Gucci socks, Page pants, Gucci belt with the snake logo on, Louis shirt, Gucci jacket, Savage Dior.
And that's it. Have a blessed evening. This is what I got after 3 months of relationship. So ladies, repeat after me. If he wanted to, he would. What did I say? If he wanted to, he would. Do not settle. 2023 Range Rover Sport, new body style.
But things took a sad and horrible turn for Cindy and Pumpkin, which I was trying to explain to Eliza that everything is not what it seems to appear on social media. It seems after Cindy had the baby, Pumpkin just changed. Their whole relationship, the whole dynamic just took a turn.
Right.
And you're going to jail.
Yeah, right.
Because you're going to keep president hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's in the military. He lied to get more money, and she lied to get the visa.
Oh, yeah, right.
She's married for 4 years. She lied to me. Didn't even tell the show she was single, had no kids. Find out she got a 9-year-old, and she's married for 4 years. And it's a fraud marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it's a fraud marriage. Cindy.
Oh, yeah.
You're a fraud.
Yeah, right.
And you're going to jail.
Yeah, right.
Because you're going to keep threatening. What she's doing right now is full.
Which brings us back here. Having a baby with a man doesn't always guarantee that everything's going to work out and be perfect. And I don't know the ins and outs of Cindy's and Pumpkin's relationship, but you don't truly know a person until you are with them.
You don't marry someone and you give them a kid, you've given them such a big thing without such a big thing. And so why are they going to do their part
But Cindy was going through it on TikTok. She was at doctor's appointments by herself.
Really?
I think he took her card. You didn't see? That's what I saw on.
She's an airhead. If you're gonna do something, master it. You sitting here trying to live somebody else's lifestyle. The girl, she was up on TikTok, she was doing her ones and twos. That's her life. You, Ricky Smiley, I don't even think she took in half of. You got to learn from things that you see. It's not just all about the glitz and the glam. You got to learn from the things that you see. And this day and age in 2025, a lot of things is about illusion. Things look pretty online, but behind closed doors, it be a crazy situation. And I'm not saying every situation be like that, but most of them do. It's so many countless people that I don't even be checking for. I just hear about. They start off in a, ideal relationship. You get what I'm saying? She got the ring, she got the baby, and then it just goes left. It started off good, but look where they was at after she had his baby. And she's still acting like, she's clueless to what's going on. Usually you got, Ashley looking clueless, like she don't know what's left from right, because of the Botox and all of that that's in her face. But she's actually, I can't.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
I just saw the end. Yeah, I don't really want children, so for me, it's such an easy choice to be like, okay, no. But at my age, of course, people are like, oh, duh, you don't want kids. This is so personal, but my best friend was just baby mama, so hardcore.
And Eliza, I don't want you to base your choices off of social media. No matter what story I tell you, you cannot base it off of social media. And again, you can decide to have a child with this guy because he is wealthy, but you don't know what the other side looks like. It could go either way. Eliza, you're 22. The world's your oyster. The world is your oyster.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to travel and just be a single woman, but...
Or you should be traveling with your guy now. If y'all in a relationship, that's what you should be focused on.
Then he tell you to quit your job, you quit. What's going on now? Did y'all book a trip yet? Is he somewhere in the house over there? Like, what's going on? What is the point?
Going to nice restaurants, traveling, going nice places.
We do that, but I see like girls dating in Greece. What do you think about the girls that are like dating in Greece and traveling and dating?
That's wonderful too. I don't think there's a right or wrong way of doing it. I really don't. But it won't look the same for you as it will me or the next person. It looks very different.
To me, everything is about intention. When you start off for the wrong reasons, you end up with the cake in your face. When you're not doing things out of genuine, just wanting something or, doing it with good intentions, like, I would love, someone with money, XYZ, you get what I'm saying? And if I meet that person, then I meet that person. But if you're intentionally hooking up with people to try to trap them, to try to have a baby so they could pay you money, and things wind up taking the turn for the worse. Just like how you seen that girl on the TikTok. She looked like she was, she just date men just because they got money, and look how things turn out when God knows you better than anyone. So you can lie to us all day, but God knows your real heart. And if you're not doing things with the intent to genuinely just desire something naturally, and I'm talking about just desire, like, a good relationship. Not nothing, you get what I'm saying? Oh, I just want a man that's going to spend money on me and XYZ. No, I want a man that, is wealthy. You get what I'm saying? But he loves me deeply and we care about each other and XYZ. It's all about the intent. And you, Eliza, aka Ricky Smiley, you're going in that field the wrong way. And you know that. You're young and you're clueless to what's going on. I would tell young people, whatever you want to do, Do research on it. Everything is just not what social media is putting out there. They put out a lot of the good stuff to things. What you see is not always what you get. Do research on it. You want to find a wealthy man, XYZ, and it seemed like you like that girl Cindy or whatever, the Cindy and Pumpkin, whoever that was, you idolize her. So the fact that she put, when it turned bad, she posted all of that online for people to see. It should teach you a lot. It don't even seem like you learn from them things. It seems like you see it and then it just goes out of sight, out of mind.
And we don't see on social media the real behind the scenes when the cameras go off. We don't see that.
No, we don't.
Just like you could tell your friends and they're looking at you, Eliza always dates a wealthy guy. She quit her job. She's living a life. And look, Eliza, you're asking me a question on live right now. Your friends would never think, probably would never think you, who quit her job, who has all the things, would ever have a question. Just think.
No, Ashley, because she's lying. She is lying. Just because a man throw you a couple of dollars for a bill, he throw you a couple of dollars so you could get your weave, he throw you a couple of dollars so you could buy a purse or whatever, does not mean he's willing to, he wants you to make you his wife. He wants to give you a baby. It does not mean all those things. Men, you do know men talk the talk, right? You should have made sure he's put his money where his mouth was at. He should have been putting his money where his mouth was, and he dropped the bag before you quit your job.
Think about it like that, in that perspective.
I mean, I'm very open about my problems. So this is I'm very open about this. So I think that, and then I do join lives on TikTok. That's where I found you. So the thing is with the allowance situation and whatever, it's really just like I'm trying to like do something great for myself. Well, most people would be happy with what I already have, but you know, I want to do things the right way. You know, I just don't want to cheapen myself.
Girl, if you want to do something for yourself, go get a job. Go get a job and get out that man's pockets. Because at least some sugar daddies, they'll fake it, you get what I'm saying, and act like they want to. And to me, it goes back to them sugar daddies. They're not set in stone. You're supposed to be catching your own bag and having that sugar daddy on the side. You're never supposed to just lack and depend fully on a sugar daddy and what he's giving you. So he's supposed to add to whatever you have. You're losing right now. Go get a job. That's what you should be trying to get. A job. J-O-B. A job. So when you get off of Ashley Live, go on Indeed and go look for a job with that tired wig on.
And that's why I have these questions, because I don't think I know everything. Especially about, I don't think I know. So I don't want to, like, of course, get pregnant like Cindy and become a baby mama. And then I don't want to, like, be single for the rest of my life and regret not having children. You know, I really don't know. I'm just doing what I think.
Girl, you're only 22. You're only 22. You got your full life ahead of you. So that's how I know you want a baby. You want somebody wealthy. You want to give them a baby, and you want to run off into the abyss and live a beautiful life. A lot of females want that. A lot of females want that. You have some that get it. You have some that at the very little slot get it, and they actually succeed. Then you got the girls with the wrong intentions, as so yourself, that wind up getting it, and things turn out to go left because your intentions was never pure. Go get a job.
Fair enough. And it sounds like you just want guidance. And I don't think there's anything wrong with you asking questions.
Yeah.
I think that is commendable. But I will say, Eliza, you're at a sweet spot. You're 22 now. You're a beautiful young woman. When
Ashley.
you're young enough, you
Mhm.
won't be single forever. You're a beautiful young woman.
Ashley. Start telling them the right things. Don't stop lying. Let that girl know she need to go get a job, go back to school, go handle her business. What are you telling her right now? She's 22. Yeah, go get you a job, stack your bread, start a business, whatever you got to do, but do it for you. Stop waiting for a man to give you a handout. And if you keep going that route, you are going to end up pregnant somebody's baby mother. And it's not going to turn out how you want it to turn out. That man already throwing you clues. He already lied to you and told you to quit your job. I don't believe you're going out to restaurants. I don't believe you're traveling. I don't believe you're doing any of that. Talking about someone would love the things that I have. What do you have? You have a big t-shirt on and a dry wig with bifocals on. And you look like Ricky Smiley. To me, you're not winning at all. And you're on Ashley asking how you could get money from a man after quitting your job. You're losing all around.
When I initially saw you, I was like, wow, she's gorgeous. Okay. And I feel like,
Ashley, we not about to do this. We not. I'm actually, we not about to do this. We not. And I don't even want to be vulgar and mean. I really don't. I done seen Ashley, I done seen you have girls up here that were, it was actually pretty and you never even said it. You never said it. You never told them that they was pretty or anything like that. So you telling me
like any race of man, okay, would date you, okay?
I date a lot of guys, like my boyfriend, right? He's never been with a woman. So I date a lot of guys that have never been with a black woman. And I'm just like,
we going down bad, y'all. We going down bad. She's happy because she's dating white guys that never been with a black woman. We down bad. No, it's like it's hitting me. Like we down bad. Like for real.
like when I feed them into the world, I'm like, oh, he likes black girls now.
Yes, and let's not only hope that's like a fetish thing, So let's make sure they're genuinely into you too,
You are sitting on the couch looking like a 50-year-old man with no job, worrying about the thought process and the psychological mind of a white man. Who the fuck cares? We're talking about the wrong thing right now. Ashley, when you gonna tell this girl to go get a job?
I think what you're trying to say is that certain cultures of men look at black women as a monolith. That's what I'm hearing. That we all operate, speak, and talk the same when we all come from different backgrounds. So I get what you're saying. We aren't all the same. And I think that's an ignorant way of thinking for other cultures to think, because they wouldn't want us to think that way about them, right? We come from all parts of the world, speak all different languages. So but I understand what you're saying. Focus on you. You need to write out some goals tonight. What are the 5 things that will make me happy? Okay. Outside of traveling, well, we'll put traveling outside of hair, makeup, being pretty, and getting caught up in the TikTok and social media stuff. What are 5 things that will genuinely make me happy? Me happy, not a man, not my mother, not my dog. What are some things that will make me happy? Those are the things that I want you to think about, especially as a young black woman. That's very important. I don't want you out here walking around like do 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 do. Although we can look like do 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 do, we don't want to walk around like that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
you seem very bright. You seem very smart.
One last question. Okay.
You asking a lot of questions, Ms. Eliza. You ain't said one not super chat now. Okay, you draining the super chats dry.
I don't get on YouTube live. I just did this because you said on TikTok to get on here. So, and I wanted to talk to you. Are your glasses prescription? Or
maybe not.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
ask me in a one-on-one call. I'll answer all your questions there. Okay. Get Bebe to sign you up for one.
Yeah, right. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Eliza. Bye, beautiful. Bye, Eliza. Oh, Eliza. Eliza, young and beautiful.
Ashley, you dragging it. Now you dragging it. She's lost. I could say a whole plethora of things, but what I will say is that she's lost, and I hope she find her way without taking that route that she was talking about, getting trapping a man and having his baby for financial purposes. So hopefully she find her purpose, and she better her life for herself, not for a man or anything like that, because she seems very lost. So I'll just put that out there. That is it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be dropping my next banger. Bye.